Yeah, that's what we talking about. All right. All right, good to go.
Just like that, we are on.
Cameras.
Yeah. Oh, did we get, put that over there on the corner?
Oh, and the phone?
Yeah, got it.
Oh, yeah. Oh. We here for the activities.
Okay, well, Mike, let me see what's going on.
I would say, here, tag them up so we can, but first, y'all already know. Y'all already know. Up to it. Up to it, down to it. Forget all those who don't do it. We do it because we used to it. Now drink, players, drink. Like regular people.
Yes. Yeah, we're going to drink like we still at North State.
Well, you guys already know what it is. Every game, every era, everything. You're listening to none other than Squad Sportcast.
Yeah.
4 brothers, one mic, all sports. So first things first, we have Mike that's currently out. He'll be joining us in just a moment. So we want to wish him the best. He's currently out and doing his thing. So good luck out there, Mike.
Adult activity.
Hey, we all for the adult activities.
Yes, sir.
Second thing, second. We've heard the news about the passing of the ESPN founder, so we would like to take this moment to give our condolences to their family.
Yeah.
So just a quick moment of silence. All right, let's get it started. So last week was an absolute crash fest. There were plenty of opportunities for the fellas to stake their claim to the Crash King crown. We had absolutely unquestionable takes, especially one about Shaq having a mid-range game. Take my ownership on that. Woo! Jordan also making some interesting calls about Eagles offense. Mike declaring war on the college football rankings, and Marv somehow finding a way to criticize and praise Arch Manning in the same breath. I don't know how you do it, man. I don't know how you do it.
He beats it. You'll be okay.
But after this extensive deliberation, heated debates, and absolutely zero accountability, the emergency team, crash team committee has spoken.
Hell yeah.
Unfortunately, again, I keep forgetting to put that post on. Y'all got that. The votes have been counted, the ballots have been reviewed, the evidence is presented, and the committee has officially determined that last episode's crash king is none other than Mr. Marvin Felton.
Hey.
So, sir, you officially are. And as always, you have the next 30 seconds.
All I'm going to say is this. Look dead in the camera when I say it. Arch Manning, low key, I believe in you. Don't you effing disappoint me.
Well, as you join the room, I don't want to make sure before I get that's all I got to get started. Because I wanted to make sure you was getting on before I got the first topic started. It's about that time.
It is about that time.
Because y'all already know. With that being said, let's get right into it. We got topic number one, and I got a nice little doozy for y'all today.
Oh, no.
It's new one. We got a new game that I have just for the fellas. Just for the fellas. And y'all already know. Y'all know how I am. It's going to be special for y'all.
Time to shenanigans.
And you know, it's always tied to shenanigans. You know, in honor of fantasy football, we have Builder Squad Sportscast version. So here's the take. Each fella has $35. Players are going to be auctioned one at a time, and you cannot bid any more money than the one you have remaining. You must finish with exactly one quarterback, one running back, 2 wide receivers, and a tight end. Now, once you fill a position, you cannot bid on another player at that position outside of wide receiver. You must fit within the cap. Highest bidder, as always, gets the player and pays the winning bid, which I will keep. I will keep your money. I will keep you updated.
I don't even like it.
And at the end, we will find out. Then we will let the audience determine who has built the best $35 squad.
Wait.
So,
I've definitely built the best squad.
no. And we're gonna get on you in a second. We're gonna get on you in a second. But let me make sure on something real quick. I want to make sure you're being seen at this moment. Hold on. Let me make sure. Let me get this man out here.
Get all the brothers on.
We got to get this man up. Oh. Yeah. Let me slide him over real quick. Whee! All right. There we go. Let me. There we go. That should be good enough. Hey. First things first, young Michael. How are you doing today?
The word young Michael.
Doing well. Been traveling all day. Got to finally eat.
All right. Well, so you joined in just in time. We got topic number one. I got a new game for y'all. It is called Build a Squad. So here's how this thing works. You have $35 to spend. So you must get one quarterback, one running back, 2 wide receivers, and 1 tight end. Good to go?
Okay, let's do it. Fantasy football.
All right, here we go. Let me set this chart up real quick because y'all know I'm bad with this stuff.
You got to share me the chart so I can see it.
I got to show this man the chart. Oh, man. Man, you got to keep up with it. I can't do grabs. Charts and grabs.
That's great.
Hold on. I can send you the your updated list on Messenger, Mike.
Yeah. You seen that lost too?
I've been sending in the squad chat.
I'm gonna keep up with my list, so
I sent in the squad chat.
as long as there's one name that's not there, I'm fine.
I don't know.
You have to figure out a way.
We will see.
Justin Fields.
All right, he might be up there.
I will leave the house.
He might be up there. He might be up there.
This nigga Justin Fields. We gonna have to pause the show. So I can find oxygen to breathe again.
The oxygen to breathe might be crazy work. But let me see here. This thing is not doing as I need it to.
What's your issue with Mr. Fields? You know
All right. So with that being said, the first player for auction is a wide receiver, T. Higgins. So how much do you want to put on for it, T. Higgins?
Oh, wait, this is like an auction style.
Yes.
Oh, okay. I'll start the bidding at, how much money do we have?
$35.
We have $35 total.
Yep.
$2.
All right, Mike opens at 2. Jordan counters with 3. Do I have a different one? Mark says 2-8 for him. So Mike is at 3. Mike say 4.
For T. Higgins?
Okay. Mike say 4.
Yeah.
All right, Mike, you got it for 4. All right, let me make sure I update this real quick.
He got that.
Hey, here we go. Hey, why? You don't know who's gonna pop up over here.
I'll take my chances.
All right, so
I'll take my
T. Higgins.
And that's no list of T. Higgins. It's just
Yeah, I was about to say, you kind of dissed the man with that. I don't know if I would feel insulted. All right. So next person on the list, running back, Devon A. Chain, $5. Jordan opened up with 5. Mike
7.
Mike got 7. Jordan,
I believe
8.
club 9.
9 is the highest bid with Jordan. Mike, can't do it.
I'm out.
You out? All right, Devon A. Chain. See, hey, there you go.
And with no time with it.
All right, next one on the list, tight end, Trey McBride.
I'll start at 5.
All right, Mars started off at 5. Mike's out.
Okay, so what are the positions again? I just need to get sure.
You have a quarterback, a running back, 2 wide receivers, and a tight end. And this is completely random.
Okay, so we each have 35 bucks.
Yep.
$35. And you said Trey McBride.
Yep.
Okay, so
And Mark got it for 5.
I'll pass.
They go back.
All right, cool.
Hey, y'all, these cheap ones getting out here. We got some interesting names coming up because next on the list is Mr. Justin Herbert, quarterback.
Um,
Oh,
$5. $5.
$5. Mike, open it up.
Justin Herbert.
Justin Herbert.
I'm out. I'll pay Kirby half on foot, but just Herbert.
It was quick.
I'm out. We got it.
Next on
Let's
the
see where Mike was going. And okay, but
Wait, did I get him?
yes.
yeah,
Next on the list, wide receiver, Zay Flowers.
ooh. All right, I'll start at 7.
Woo! That's not like the hero. Mark opened it up at $7. Fellas, Mike's out.
Receivers up.
Take the bottom shit card, bro.
He said take him. All right, here we go. Well, Martin got 7, AC. And this is where life gets interesting. And I'm here for the chaos because it is about
All right, $23. This about to be fun.
now. Because the next name on the list
I want to see what they do.
is Bijan Robinson.
$10.
Mike's opening it up with 10.
Oh, I already got one back. I'm good. I got one.
You got to run back.
I'm good.
So Mark,
If it was,
if it was a clutch,
that would be different, but there's no flex.
That's why I didn't want
hey, Blake Stout with the 10, easy. All right, next on the list, this is really between Marvin and Jordan.
Wait. Did I get him?
Yes, you did.
Oh, y'all getting destroyed right now.
Next on the list, quarterback, Drake May.
What you got?
So whichever one gets this,
You got a quarterback.
The other one, you get the other one. Oh no!
I know you're a Kendrick guy, but you gotta take it.
Drake May.
Dang, you were going to take Drake, man.
You gotta take. I'm not.
Oh, so did I get him for $1?
Yes, you may.
Shucks. Well, I'll take Drake May for $1.
Oh, okay.
Man.
Jordan put a coin flip out there. I don't know why he did that. I don't know why he did that. This man, this man knows how I am, and you gonna leave it up to the mystery mouse control? Oh,
Yes, he is.
I love it. This man left this joint up to mystery mouse.
Let's go. I want to see who he ends up with.
All right, so
This is going to be funny.
it's an automatic $1 bid because no one else can get a quarterback. All right. Mark, that means you just
Wait. Did you just say something about a mystery box?
No. Mystery mouse. I said mystery monster too because Jordan out here wanted to pick
He confidently paid it for $1.
that y'all know how I am. All right. Next on the list, wide receiver, AJ Brown.
What's up? What you going to do?
$4.
Mike opens up with $4.
6.
Ooh! I hear 6.
AJ Brown. What year of AJ Brown is there?
Burns, currently current.
I'll take 625.
It got low numbers, bro.
There's no change.
Low numbers.
It's either.
I'll go 7.
Oh.
Seven. Mike?
Wait, what's the high bid? Is 7?
Yeah.
Not this.
I thought Jordan was gonna bid again. I don't know.
I did do.
He works.
He contemplated, so I mean,
He got lane D right now. Or 7.
I'm letting him be known right now. If Marv likes a wide receiver, y'all let him get them. And I know exactly where he's gonna land that too.
Wait, so did he get him?
But we trying to figure out. Oh, you out, Mike?
I'm out.
Yeah. All right.
What'd you get?
I can say 7.
Yeah, you gotta be a 7. I don't trust it.
Damn. Oh, you lucky. Well, you're out of the wide receiver sweepstakes. That's crazy work. All right. So
Wait, $8.
You can have him for 8.
you wanted 8?
You can have him for 8. Might jump back in on the No.
Mike's out.
Mike got him.
Mike got him for 8.
$8.
All right, you know that. Keep in mind, that's your last one, Mike.
Well, I got like $11 left.
You got, I think some, hold on, 12, 22, 27. No, you got $8 left.
No, that shouldn't be right. I did $5 for Herbert. I did $4 for Higgins. That's 9. Oh, did I get somebody for $10? I got Bajan. Oh, you're right.
Yeah, you picked up the job for $10. And then AJ for 8.
Bajan. So I only need a tight. I only need a tight end, right?
Yeah.
The field.
You got $8 and need a tight end. Mark
That's it?
had what, 9? I got 22. Hold on. No.
I had 26 left.
14. Yeah, 21.
Oh, right.
Because
$1.
grabbed a running back, unfortunately, because the other two are already taken. And then you have
That's 26.
yeah, you got 26 still. 25.
No.
Because you got the last quarterback. Oh. All right. Next on the list, tight end, Tyler Warren.
Ain't he automatically Mike's?
No. Oh, Jordan need a tight end.
Who did he play for?
$1.
And we got up to $1. $1 out here.
2.
$2. Tyler Warren.
Too rich for my blood.
All right.
But don't I have a tight end?
Yes, you do.
Thought so.
Oh, wait.
Warren, you played for the Colts, right?
Yep. I think so.
So that's $2.
Yep. All right. Next on the list, and Mike is going to hate this name I call. Wide receiver, Jamar Chase.
$10.
Ooh.
$8 in an IOU.
Well, Jamar Chase is officially taken. All right. So the next person on the list automatically goes to Marv because no one else has a running back. That person is running back James Cook.
I can do it.
$3.
You can't take it, Mike.
You know those Margaritas?
You got the job already.
Yep. See. Classic.
Oh, yeah.
All right. So next
Listen,
person
yeah.
after
I
that,
already have to just listen.
again, between
perfect.
Marv and Jordan, wide receiver Devontae Smith.
10 again.
$3.
$10 on Devontae Smith?
Hey,
He said,
hey, here's the number
that's what
one.
happens when your Eagles fandom shows up.
Which means, all right. So here are the final lists. Marv being cheapest out here, but it's only because he got a lot of defaults out here. So here are the teams, and I will update. The last 3, Mr. Mouse Couture, your quarterback is Lamar Jackson.
I'm good.
Your last wide receiver is Nico Collins.
Oh, we're fine.
Your
That means I got to be
tight
getting Brock Bowers.
end is
Wait, that should be my
Brock
tight end.
Oh, listen.
Wait, that should be my tight end.
You only get one. No one else
No,
did.
that's
He took you out for
my
Tyler Warren.
tight end.
Oh.
I did not. He took Tyler Warren for $2.
Oh, you took Tyler Warren. So, Mike, yours is Brock Bowers. My bad. Dang.
Oh yeah,
right?
I just destroyed y'all in fantasy.
So, here's the teams. And comment section, you guys got to let them know who did that. Team Mike or Team Skeeters is Justin Herbert, B. John Robinson, T. Higgins, A.J. Brown, and Brock Bowers. I'm not going to lie, that is
I said Herbert, B. John Robinson.
Legit. Y'all would not want to see me in fantasy right now.
And Brock Bowers. I'm sorry.
Higgins,
That's a strong squad.
A.J. Brown.
It's legit.
And you said Brock Bowers.
Yep.
You don't know what that team does after December, but
Then
it's legit.
Team Marver is Drake May, James Cook, Zay Flowers, Nico Collins, and Trey McBride. Another solid team.
Not bad. Another solid team. But I think I got him.
It's Lamar Jackson, Devon A-Chain, Jamar Chase, Devontae Smith, and Tyler Warren. I think y'all got that's pretty good squad.
Pretty good, but I think I got him.
You said
people got to vote, but I think I won it.
Nico Collins. So in the comment section, y'all gotta let us know which team was cooking. Either it was Team Mike, Team Marv, or Team Jordan. Let us know in the comment section.
I'm gonna be honest, it wasn't Team Jordan.
I don't even think it's close. I think y'all got dominated, bro.
I think it was between me and Mike, and I think it depends on what you look for.
It doesn't depend on what you're looking for. But we're going to go ahead and move on because the next topic we have is one that Marv has been looking forward to. It is the NFL preseason, week 1. So week 1 of the NFL preseason is officially in the books, and we know that preseason records don't really count.
Yes, records don't matter.
But some of the performances really got our attention. We saw rookie quarterbacks making their debuts, veterans getting limited action, quarterback competitions start to take shape, and some young players make some serious cases for roster spots. But the big question tonight for us is simple. Which week 1 performance should we actually believe? And which one are overreacting?
Okay, thank you. Okay. More than I thought. Okay.
That's actually a great question. I
think Mike's a little bit. So we're gonna let Marv lead us off.
I'll get along with that. So let's see. Who should we believe? I think we should believe the Cardinals. But I think we should only believe them.
I had a question about my bill.
We know they're better.
I don't know if he has to come over.
And I say that because let's be real.
45.
I got playing the Raiders.
This was 14. And I got 2 350 margaritas and a queso.
Who in
It should have been 14, 17, 20, 25, and then probably a
no,
there was still 14, 14 25.
So this was the dinner.
Okay.
Then I added these. Should be like $2.
It's short or something.
Or something.
I really want to say first, I believe in the Cardinals because I think the Cardinals were able to at least show that they're not the lifeless sack of a team that we all thought that they might be. Nobody was really convinced that the Cardinals are a Super Bowl-ready team, not even a playoff team. But we were all pretty sure that they were just going to be there. They were just going to exist. Nobody was like, oh, the Cardinals are going to the playoffs. None of it. We still don't believe that. And we still don't believe it. However, the Cardinals showed life. You don't get awards for achievement or 3rd or 4th place. However, Cardinals defense actually showed up to a game and, they actually made Mendoza and though I love Kirk Cousins, I do. They had that man trying to figure out his life, man. It was good. Shout out to the fact that, Oakland is planning to install a lot more play action. So that will be good for them if they can execute. The play action.
I have to figure out how much my bill was. Go ahead.
Oh, jeez. But I'm not super convinced that Oakland is gonna be a team worth talking about. But I say all that to say this: the Cardinals are showing signs of life. All is not lost in the land of Arizona. A team to believe in their performance. A good team. Uh, I'm trying to think. This game really make me be like, oh, they might be the issue. I believe in the Brewers. Nobody else made. Yes, it's the Cleveland Browns.
Everybody does.
People think that the Bears are questionable, and I say all that to say this before I go any further. Nobody really likes to put stock in preseason football. No, let's just keep that a being. Like you can be as in love with the game as you want to. Nobody's preseason football. Yeah, but
I think you're taking that too much out of context because we all say preseason football. Yeah,
I mean,
so we all are like,
but I feel like we say that because football is all that.
yeah,
Because it's
of course.
because we're seeing it on our screens. And what sport brings more people together than football?
Soccer.
Maybe soccer. Soccer's the closest.
Watching Dallas lose.
Wow.
That,
I didn't think Dallas would catch a stray so early in
corner.
But
They hit the corner.
Yeah.
I will say that the Steelers actually looked good in their first preseason game. I still think they're only going to win 5 games this season,
That
though.
was actually another team that I was actually going to mention.
I was actually going to mention
I didn't know how that was going to roll out, but
I knew I was going to roll out exactly like that.
Their defense is diminished, though. I will say. I mean, it was Green Bay's second and third string, but
I need us to just start Drew Alar apparently for the whole season is what it looks like.
absolutely
See what we got, you know.
Whoa. I think we're overreacting. It is just week 1 of the preseason. Let's hear this. So here's the thing that I have about Drew Loar, and I actually watched the highlights of what he did.
Okay.
So
He had a good game.
He had some good passes, and he did make some good plays. He completed. Keep in mind, I think I don't have his what's this called. I wish I put his stat line up. I have a whole lot.
He almost had a perfect quarterback rating.
I don't have his stat line.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you know, he hit completely. But he was in a wall.
Here's
13, 153, 2 TDs, almost a perfect rating.
Yeah. So here's my thing. And we won our preseason. That's fine. It's a good start. It helps for the quarterback competition because, dear God, we know that Pittsburgh needs one right now. I'm sorry. Anybody have faith in Aaron Rodgers? Mike does. He has faith in him go 5-11.
There's somebody else who watches our podcast who does too.
So here's my thing that I have.
I think maybe we're overreacting to Aaron Rodgers.
So here's my whole take. My thing is,
Reacting negatively or positively?
Negatively. I think everybody's convinced that the whole season is going to be a shit show.
whose fault is that, though? Whose fault is that?
It would be his.
Thank you. I think you can't blame it on the defense because defense got tired at the end of the season because they had to keep bailing him out.
You are correct. However, let's forget that Aaron Rodgers is an MVP caliber quarterback. Let's not sit there in front like that man didn't put fear into the entire NFL for at minimum, give or take 5-6 seasons, but had one of the best passer completion rates. Dude's accuracy was untouched. Like, I'm not saying he's going to give us vintage quality Aaron Rodgers, but I don't know if Wash is where he is. And I feel like we're treating him like he's Wash.
I mean, I'm sorry. I'm treating it as Wash, and the reason why his line says he's Wash. First and foremost, the Steelers should have been in position for a win to get in last year, based on that team and based on that defense. Like it's like the situation in Philadelphia. Like,
Oh man.
you can only go as far as your offense can take you. Because your defense was legit. The Steelers defense was legit. Outside of Houston, who they had the unfortunate misfortune to play. There was not too many other teams that they were playing in the postseason in the AFC that could actually match the pound. If they played the Patriots, they were sending the Patriots home. If they had played the Bills, they might have sent the Bills home. Ooh. If they played, like, their defense was that good. That a 41-year-old go there and be ordinary, and you had a chance to win the game.
Would you be willing to go on record and say that they were a top 10, top 5 defense?
The Steelers?
Yeah.
Top 10, probably. I could go on last year.
I did. That is the caveat.
Last year, I
You said the Steelers
Steelers
last year were a top 10 defense.
I'm sorry, say it one more time.
Is that what y'all just said?
Yeah, we're saying Pittsburgh is top 10.
Did y'all just say that the
defense
Steelers last year were a top 10 defense?
last year?
No. Pittsburgh got decimated all last season. Did you not see how many times Jalen Ramsey got burnt? This man might as well change his last name to Toast because he was burnt all season.
Yeah,
And on top of that, we had injuries. Now, I would say we were, I think statistically, realistically, we were probably number 16. We were middle of the pack. We're about 16.
Here's the reason why I give y'all top 10. Because number one, the only reason why y'all consistently getting burned was because your offense couldn't generate any offense.
Yeah.
That's true.
Like, your offense can generate offense. If y'all can actually sustain a long drive and actually make 3 or 6 points, if y'all had an offensive line.
But I was just about to say, is that fault Aaron Rodgers or is that the whole line? Yeah.
I think it's the fault of the whole team.
You cannot pin that on Aaron Rodgers.
No
That's
way.
the whole line.
All right.
That's the easy part. Because let's be serious. When we look at the football set on
One second. I'm trying to pay on my card.
the quarterback is, yes, the driver
Can I
of
pay
the
this with
car,
tap?
but the direction and the wheels of said car.
No, I'll go back and finish my drink. I just want to make sure I was paying.
Yeah, you're good. Yeah. Control rooms. If the control room's so weary,
A bit more than I thought, but it's all good.
Yeah. Hold on. Let me see.
Went in the room.
And just for the record, an offensive line makes
Let's try it again.
a quarterback.
So here's the losses that
Good work, sir.
Steelers had last year.
Space, I think. Okay, I'm trying to catch it.
So
There we go.
So it's losses against the Bengals.
Yeah.
Super Bowl, Seattle Seahawks, Super Bowl champs. Seahawks first,
Thank you.
then the Bengals, then the Packers, then the Chargers, then the Bears, the Bills, and the Browns.
What week they lose to the Bengals?
They lost to the Bengals at week
Yeah, I feel like it was
week 6, week 7, week 7.
You're talking about the Steelers still?
Yes.
You have to consider that the Bengals were in mid-season form at that point. They were mid.
I'm sorry. It was 31-33. I'm sorry.
Oh wait, I thought
That was the Joe Burrow game. I thought that was the Joe Flacco game.
that was a Thursday night game.
Yeah, we got dominated by Joe Flacco. We were terrible.
So here's my thing. That's even worse. Outside of the Bengals,
That's even worse.
we can all agree that these losses that they have were pretty decent losses. It wasn't like they lost against Scrubs. It wasn't like the Packers who lost against the Browns.
I would agree with you.
But that's a preseason game. No. I was talking about last year.
Talking about last year.
Oh wait, the Packers.
Yes, 13-10. I don't know.
We lost to some bum team. I don't know who it was. I think we lost to the Raiders or something. We lost to some bum team. We might have lost to the Giants. I don't know. Some bum team.
Oh, the Browns. That was the only bum team that y'all lost against.
But it's a
Say it again.
division.
The Cleveland Browns, right?
You can upset anybody.
Yes.
We're not just gonna act like the Browns are super scrubs.
But
No, we're not going to act like the Browns are good, is what you mean. The Browns are trash.
Their defense is in the top half of the league.
Last year, the defense was good. I'll agree with that.
Our offense has always been questionable because they make bonehead decisions with their offense. They can't even figure out what a quarterback is. They don't even have quarters in their back. They don't have quarters in their pocket. They don't know what to do with the quarterback. That's why they have Deshaun
We're
Watson
good.
and Shador
Thank you.
Sanders
Gracias.
battling it out. I would just take the dead cat.
You know what I'm bad about? I'm bad that's actually hilarious.
Just want to take the dead cat and throw it away. He has a mind. Like, I'd rather go and call Shador Sanders than deal with Deshaun Watson because you're going to risk another season again.
I was gonna wait to get to that part, but after this first preseason game, I'm sorry, bro. Deshaun Watson's not your guy.
And they tried
Deshaun Watson should definitely not be the guy.
They tried to mask it by saying he had some decent stats, but if you even look at the stats,
I think I got it right here.
show me those stats.
Now, granted, we both had an interception in that game.
Yeah, both of them.
But when I tell you, I looked at Shador's interception compared to Deshaun's interception, I would have much rather dealt with Shador Sanders' interception because it wasn't a matter of him misthrowing the ball. It was a matter of the receiver getting beat to the punch.
Yeah, Deshaun had no interceptions, but he had 11-15, 126, and got sacked. Shador had an interception, but it was 6-11 for 79, and Dylan Gabriel, nobody cares.
Oh, damn.
But
Dylan Gabriel was. I was about to say something ridiculous. My bad. I had to stop.
Who cares? Like, I
myself.
mean, he's a short-handed $1.32. But I would rather go with Shador because they wasted 4 years on a product that has not delivered a happy ending. Deshaun Watson is not a happy ending, but the team is not.
Your team trash.
Tell me when I'm not telling the truth.
No, he's correct.
I would rather go. It's like you got a home. It's like you have a girl that you've been with for 4 years, but she hasn't given you nothing the entire time. You might as well go cheat. Go cheat with Shador. You're better.
Get out.
You're better off.
Get out. I just hate that. Get out. Wrong. But right here,
You're better off doing that right now. It's like, what is this, the second year? Quarterbacks usually have a 4-year show at the start.
They're drafting a quarterback in the first. Anyway, it don't matter.
Yeah,
It don't matter who starts. They're drafting a quarterback in the first.
Nope, it should be a thing. That'd be a thing. Internet goes crazy with it.
I don't have to do that. You have nothing to lose at this point. The season's already overwatched. Y'all gave up Myles Garrett. Y'all have Jared Verse there. He's going to be the star of the team if Shador or the Deshaun's not there. I mean, your running back situation is questionable. I mean, what's his name? Quinshon Judkins was supposed to be the guy.
They're running backs. They're both good running backs. Their wide receivers are tap. Their running back is good.
I will agree with that part. They're running backs.
Their receivers have a chance, but they've got to work together with Shador. Like, I don't trust Deshaun Watson, and it's not because of it off the field things. I just don't trust them from being away.
You know, they don't have any good massage
Anyway,
parlors in
I
Cleveland.
trust him being off of the field for that long and then trying to get back on the field. It's like starting a car that's been on the ground for like 4 years. It's dead.
It's the craziest coin toss ever because he's not wrong.
It's dead.
He's cooking.
You know what's funny?
But he's right.
Some would say he's not massaging his team.
Stop.
Not massaging his talent.
Oh my God.
You know, I think I heard they were playing a game in Sweden next year. I heard they were playing a game in Sweden this year, so he might be all right.
But in all seriousness, this is exactly why I said to my good brother Mike that the Steelers have a chance to be 11-6 because the Bengals are a wild card. Joe Burrow depends on that offensive line. That's the thing that's going to determine whether they do good or not. The Ravens are going to be the Ravens.
All quarterbacks depend on their
the
offensive
top
line.
seed in the AFC because Lamar Jackson's healthy, but the Steelers, they're healthy. He's healthy. No, he's healthy.
I was about to say, I feel like the jury was out.
Listen,
Man.
Aaron Rodgers is like 500 in football years.
Nah, he was being healthy. He said, "What?"
All right.
But I have the Steelers still finishing the second in the division like at 11-6. The Raiders probably be like 13-4, 14-3, because the Steelers all they have to do is just not mess up to protect Aaron Rodgers. They have everything up that they need.
I mean, does Aaron Rodgers need to be protected? Remember, he didn't take the vaccine, so
He still has a shot.
In fact, I would rather us get him hurt immediately. I would rather us get Aaron Rodgers hurt like the Jets did the first game.
great show already.
We're a fool.
The former man. And this will
Here's
be
a good
because you guys
question.
know about
Somebody mentioned this on the.
But
Couple things.
I am going to say, though I want to say otherwise just because F the name. But I will say I think everybody's overreacting about the Eagles are.
Yeah, most definitely. I wasn't even gonna make it. I was waiting.
I do feel like as much as I would love to be like, oh, then it's trash. Everybody in the preseason game, they lose one. It is what it is.
You said Baltimore cares more about preseason.
I'd love to say other teams care more about preseason. Also, I wouldn't overreact about ironically, I wouldn't have overreacted about the Giants loss, but I will say
a terrible pass.
as a New York Giants
Why would you
fan,
overthrow that ball like that?
The Giants, their weakness is never the team, it's the field. It's always been the field. They don't have the field power bonus. That's why they've always been losing.
He's not wrong.
The Giants are just not a good team.
We cannot change the field like that. They don't have a field power card.
there will be.
But I'm telling you,
They already announced it. They're getting rid of said field.
but it doesn't change what's underneath.
Bro, they're literally stripping the ground.
Not right now.
Can I have a?
But and your quarterback Dark almost
Can I have a to go
So
for the kiss?
we all know why Dark got
Okay.
That's
Last
the old time fault. They're gonna lose their jobs at the end of the season because they're being boneheads. But I want to go back to the Eagles just for a second because any good magician never tells his tricks, never tells the secrets. Like, why would you expect anything from the Eagles to come out and in the preseason?
Any box?
Their second,
No, I'm okay.
third, fourth,
Yep,
fifth string
thank you.
players playing. I put no investment in the preseason as an Eagles fan. None.
I like what you're saying, but you haven't said.
That's his whole thing. That's his whole thing. So like,
That you are cooking.
But I do like to say also one thing also. Yeah. Whoa. Wait, what? And also, there were more views watching Jalen Hurts interception practice scrimmage than views on the entire week one preseason. Almost. I need fans. I need the NFL to get it together. Stop hating on our team. Stop hating on our.
Nice you brought it up. No, it's not Trump. I want Mike to answer this question. This is a little question directly to Mike because we've talked about Jalen Hurts for a while now.
Okay.
And we've talked about this. So overall, something that I was scrolling along, and it was related to that. And it said the reason why I did is because Jalen Hurts is the face of the NFL. Do you believe in that statement, Mike?
Absolutely not. The face of the NFL? Let's say it like this. I think that he's important to the NFL, and he's had enough winning that the NFL scene definitely matters around him. But face of the NFL, to me right now, probably be more Caleb Williams, especially getting the cover of Madden, right? It will probably be more Justin Jefferson. It'll probably be more Puka Nacua. It will probably be more Bijan Robinson. I don't think that I would put all of them over him for face of the NFL. I think that he's impactful. I think that he matters. I think that he's better than I like to give him credit for. But I also think that he doesn't have the top selling jersey, right? He's not on the team that he's on a team that's projected to make the playoffs, but not necessarily projected to win the Super Bowl this year. It's more likely going to be the Rams, as we all talked about. He's also he also has a lot of losses. Now, what I will say is that he's probably one of the most controversial players right now in the league, where people really have very disparaging opinions. Like he's the most divisive player in the league right now. I would say that, but I wouldn't say that he's the face of the league. No.
Listen, I've seen enough from the Rams. I know they're trying to bolster everything they have. They're trying to bolster their offense. They're trying to bolster their defense. They're teasing the Aaron Donald return like he's going to go not wear 99 and wear number 45. I get it. He is supreme. He is the best, one of the best defenders to ever play the game. But they're still going to lose to Philly when it matters the most. I'm not convinced. They haven't done anything that has been significantly different than what they've done before to make me be convinced that they will actually have the edge over us. Because keep in mind, we beat them off of a not block kick return. We beat them at that point.
Clarity. Wait, I have a question. You don't think them adding Myles Garrett puts them in the driver's seat to beating y'all this season? Like in a non-biased way. I know your bias is talking, but in the most non-biased way possible. You're telling me that them adding Myles Garrett to a team that was literally one drive away from going to the Super Bowl and probably winning the Super Bowl, you don't think that puts them over the top to beating you all?
They could beat the Seahawks to get to the Super Bowl. I don't even tell you.
That's division matchup. That's division matchup, basically.
I mean, it's 50-50, but they could get Myles Garrett, they could get Miles Davis, they could get Miles Taylor. I still don't care for Philly. It's still Philly.
I think, though I respect your loyalty, I think your bias is screaming.
It's screaming too loud, bro.
Unreal right now. Because
I don't think y'all are better than the Seahawks. I don't think y'all are better than the Niners.
And I was just about to say, first of all, I
don't know that y'all are better than the Bears.
Wait. That's what I'm going to the Seahawks,
the 49ers, they're 49. Hold on, the 49ers, their weakness is the number 50 and the practice facility because they're continuously getting injured every single time they're going to practice.
A healthy Niners team would beat you all.
Because every single time I look online, I'm seeing another 49er player hurt.
I'm wondering what's going on. Got another 49er player hurt.
But all I'm trying to tell you is that I think your bias is definitely getting in the way. Because here's the thing, though. Are you really going to look me down in the face and tell me that the Philadelphia Eagles have an answer for possibly Miles and Aaron Donald?
Yes, I'm looking alive. Not if you alive in the bowl. Because the Rams are like the Lakers when they were playing the Nuggets these past couple of seasons. Every single time the Lakers came up, they came up with a new scheme, tried to look up with a new scheme, and they still lost the same way to the Nuggets. Either a Jokic fadeaway at the three or a Jamal Murray crossover fadeaway. It's been the same story over and over again. And until I see something different, I'm going to stay with that.
But I think the difference is that they added Myles Garrett. That's what we just talked about. It's the reigning defensive player of the year. That's like, okay. Hypothetically, had it been reversed and the Eagles had added Myles Garrett, you wouldn't be shutting up about the Eagles winning the Super Bowl. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah. Myles Garrett, Jason Garrett.
Yeah, all right. Myles Garrett, Jason Garrett, you full of hatred for the Garretts. Rams won. Y'all out in the first round. Fuck out of here.
You know what they say?
I guess I'll record it. My bad.
Until they prove otherwise, Jalen Hurts has never lost to the Rams.
That's true.
5-0 again.
Never lost.
5-0. 4-0, 5-0.
5-0.
They play us, I think, week 6 or 7. So we know it's going to be a nationally televised.
Oh, it's going to be televised. Don't worry about that. I ain't got to look nowhere crazy.
We will revisit that specific part of the conversation at that time.
This is what I'll tell you. Unless y'all get the 1 seed, y'all not beating them to go to the Super Bowl. Y'all get the 1 seed?
I don't think y'all beating the 1 seed.
I am so tempted to bet. I am so tempted to bet on that.
Hey, you are also saying unless you gonna put a bet on it. Hey, I will leave you out.
I
So
think
I
the
just want to
Seahawks
make
are
that
better than
abundantly clear. He
I
said
think
we
the
will not beat
Rams are
them to
better
get
than
to the play.
If we're not the number one seed.
We won't beat them in the playoffs if we're not the number.
If we're not the number one seed. That's what he
The
said.
only way that works.
That's what he
said.
said.
Yes.
Well, what happens if they lose and they don't play us? He loses the bet.
That's a
Y'all can
Yeah.
work that out.
We can do.
Never give that bill.
Is this a beard bet?
It sounds like
It's like a beer bet.
Not
Not a beer bet, but this is 100. A hundred of the man that we beat them first round. I mean, first seed or no first seed. We win. Okay.
I say put your beard.
Wait. So let's say it like this. Here's what the actual bet should be. I bet that the Rams go further in the playoffs than the Eagles this season. There you go.
Yes. Beard bet.
And I'll beard bet whatever. I'll go. I'll shake bet.
Oh, we'll talk about that later. We'll talk about that one later. And you know what? I want to do it so bad.
You go. Wait, you
If I got an answer to at home. Man, I got an answer to at home.
I feel like the confidence of the Eagles fan
I do have to answer.
against the Rams. Wow.
No. That's not against Rams. He said further. He didn't say we had to beat them. He said that we were going further. You know, this is not making further. That's how I feel confident in. Because they can play the Niners or Seattle in the playoffs and lose. And then we make it to the NFC Championship and lose, and I still win a bet. So I'm a little more confident in that.
I was wild boys.
I don't know, man.
I was wild boys. I feel like we got to
we shaking on this bet. Wait. I thought we were shaking on the bet.
I mean, I'm not betting.
I got questions to my wife. I can't do that. Let me just talk my wife first.
There is somebody else
You should
I got an answer to, and I mean,
Hey,
I'm not gonna do.
my is unconditional. I just gotta consult my wife about it.
I'm
I'm on condition.
not doing that.
Matter of fact, if my wife agrees to it, you got a bet, sir.
Wait, is this a beard bet?
Yes, beard bet.
Beard bet.
If my wife agrees to it,
Finally. Beard
the
bet.
condition is the wife has to agree to it. If she don't agree to it, all bets are off. But I'll put the beard up for it.
Don't get a divorce on my behalf.
Even taste it.
Hey, you know how big the brand is. I don't know about that. Hey, you know too. You know too.
I don't know if you let that man back on the loose. Hey, but we need to show you how we got
We won't move on to that point. But the beard is on.
We got a beard bet.
For those who are watching, don't forget to follow, like, subscribe, leave a comment. We got some good stuff going on here.
Hey, well, who was that kid comment?
And if you got some ideas,
Don't forget to follow us.
Oh, okay.
and if you got some more ideas for beard bets,
Hey, throw that out there.
let's see.
Throw it out there. We here for all types. Let's go.
I will block anybody who wagers or try to wager a beer bet with me.
All right, here we go.
We scared to cut your beard. You fear the beard.
We gotta talk about that later. We gotta talk about that later. He got other things. We're gonna talk about that later. Next topic on the line, fellas.
Yes, sir.
We have buy or sell. I got a couple things. Buy and sell time.
My favorite.
So y'all already know. I trimmed it down a bit because 15 was too much.
All right.
I trimmed it down to 10. 10 questions,
Inside.
all sorts of different sports.
Yes, sir.
So here we go. Buy or sell.
Yes, sir.
Number one, the Eagles will repeat as NFC East champions.
Fine. That's fine.
I know you guys.
I'm gonna be real with you.
Down.
man. I'm selling
NFC
it
East
not because
or NFC
of my doing. I'm selling it because, and I'm so serious, bro. The NFC West is ooh.
But we're talking about.
Oh, wait, did you say
We're not talking about the conference. we're talking about the
NFC East
division.
champions? Oh, yeah, I think you'll win. I think you'll win your division.
Not NFC champions, NFC East.
I think you'll win your division.
It's not happening, man. This is a new day, bro. I'm selling that.
Your division is trash. I think you're gonna win it.
What you got, Mike?
I said y'all's division is trash. I think y'all will win it.
So he's buying. So we got two buys. Well, three because I'm buying. Three buys and a seven.
No way.
Number two, and this gonna tell that this man is really cooking or not. This is the real cook test. He checked right here.
He checked out.
By himself, the Cowboys will win at least 10 games this season.
So
He might not be. He might not be.
10 games.
They got 10 games.
I've seen their schedule.
Hold on, I'm about to pull
Their
it.
schedule. Tell us their
Give me
schedule.
the schedule, and I'll reconsider.
Pull up the
All right,
schedule.
here's-
That's the only one I'm about to know.
I'm about to pull it up right now.
And it all depends on if they make George Pickens the number one receiver. If they do that,
All right, here we go.
I thought it was already given he would be the number
Why
one.
would
No, it's not CD.
I
CD
told
Lamb.
people love CD as number one, and I told people on Instagram that they're idiots for thinking that Pickens the number one.
See, that's that ABC right there. That Antonio Brown conundrum coming back. I already told. That's that Antonio Brown conundrum.
You're telling me that CD Lamb. Wait, I got a park for this one. Did you tell me that CD Lamb is not the number one receiver in Dallas? Is that what you just said?
He said it.
I said Pitt based off of his playmaking, based off of how he electrifies things on the field when he's on there. But CD is either 1A, 1B, or number two. He's not a scrub. I never said that. But based off of the way they are playing, based off the way they play,
Wait,
he changes the game when he's on the field.
okay, so let's put clarity perspective, right? So Pickens was on the Steelers. He was a 1,000-yard receiver his third year there. Before that, he wasn't a 1,000-yard receiver. Last year, I think he got about 1,500 yards, right? Do we realize that he got 1,500 yards because he was playing opposite of CD Lamb, right? Like it wasn't because Pickens is amazing. It's because he's playing opposite of CD Lamb, and they can't now double CD Lamb like they were repeatedly. Because George Pickens is not. I'm not saying he's a scrub, but I'm not saying he's the number one option in Dallas. I can't give you that.
I'm just thinking based off of the impact that he made when he was on there, and this is an Eagles fan talking, so just keep this in mind. I'm saying that based off of what I saw, he is not. I'm saying he's the one currently until proven otherwise.
Here's my take. First and foremost, you're proving my Antonio Brown conundrum right.
Yeah.
Because again, just like Mike said, teams were double and triple teaming CD Lamb. They
didn't double George Pickens the whole season.
They were kind of they did man to man on George Pickens a lot more, and George Pickens beat a lot of man to man.
But that's the problem. I think George Pickens is a man-to-man monster, and running man-to-man just George Pickens, you're asking
for it.
So what?
And then if you play coverage defense, CeeDee Lamb goes off.
But I was just about to say, but man,
If you had to play man coverage and let you get a first down with George Pickens, then play coverage.
They're going to have the number one offense this season. Let's say that. Well, they went 10 games. That's they're playing.
Oh, I forgot to tell you. So here's what we got. We got
Week one is the Giants.
Week one is Giants. But we know that might not be. We already know that. It's at New York.
That can go either way.
It's at New York. And
They're going to beat the Giants.
That's actually kind of in our favor. So we'll see.
They're going to beat the Giants. I'm going to call that 1-0.
Of course, he thinks that. Couldn't say you. Well,
Week two is home against Washington.
Season, not in the playoffs. I only pick Dak in the regular season. I have him in fantasy. I have to pick Dak in the regular
Week
season.
three is home against Baltimore.
Right now, I got them two.
They're gonna. I think they lose that game.
I gotta put it on. They might squeak past y'all. That's the only reason why. I think they squeak past y'all for the politics.
Serious, even if it is.
But even in 2-1, I'm still.
I think they could lose to Washington, bro.
Then week 4 against Houston at Houston.
That's a loss.
That's a loss.
That is a loss.
Week 5,
It's
home against Tampa.
Houston. They're gonna
They
beat
got
Tampa.
they got week 4 at Houston.
Yeah, they're gonna lose to Houston. They're not gonna beat Houston at home.
I can accept that.
Houston runs Texas, and that's just what it is right about now. You gotta call it spade a spade. But they can beat Tampa.
Then week 5 week 5 home against Tampa at a Thursday night game though.
Oh,
I think they beat Tampa.
Who's the week? 4 weeks.
So week 1 is at New York Sunday night.
When?
Week 2 versus Washington at home.
When?
Don't say it. There ain't no way you gonna tell me they split.
I'm thinking.
If they win against the Giants at the Giants, but they lose at home versus Washington is going to that's not now.
right now,
Nah.
I have them 1-1. We can beat them at home.
I got the worst game
For them.
losing to the Giants at the Giants,
But
they're winning against Washington at home.
yeah, if they're in Dallas, yeah,
That's the home opener.
yeah, oh yeah, no, they're gonna be Washington. Excuse me. They will
No
definitely.
disrespect. No disrespect.
I love Washington. Washington's defense was pretty damn great, but not in Dallas, bro.
Okay, let's reverse. Then they'll split. They're still going to split the first two.
Yeah,
Okay,
let's do split.
I'm fine with splitting first. You know what I'm saying?
It's 1-1.
Week
I
3,
think they're 3-1.
at home.
They're home against both of them.
yeah, they're at home. They're at home.
Please.
Then
I think
week 4
they lose to
against
Baltimore
Houston,
at home.
at Houston.
They lose to Houston.
They get super.
Barbecue.
Week 5, Thursday night against Tampa Bay at home.
It's
I think
weird.
they beat Tampa Bay.
but They can beat Tampa Bay on a Thursday. That sounds out.
But they're not traveling far because keep in mind they went to Houston. So they're not traveling far.
So it's like 3 home games in a sense. Three.
No, it's 4 home games.
Game.
Oh, yeah. There's 4 home games in 4 weeks.
Oh,
Because you're not traveling out the state.
They only leave the state once. Play us.
In 5
That's-
weeks.
And after
That's
that,
3-2.
everything else is Texas. And let's be real.
No, because next week is it's out of Texas.
Oh, okay. I'm going to say
They got a
Dallas.
So
So
against Tampa
they
Bay.
have a calendar month in Texas. They gotta. They're still gonna finish below 500, even though they have a full.
Outside of September, the Dak is like invincible in September.
I was about to say, like,
Batman is
That's true.
invincible in September.
if we base it on history, Dak Prescott is definitely Mr. September.
And outside of the week 1 that we beat them, I don't know how we did that. They just gave that to us because we were Super Bowl champions, and I appreciate it. But yeah, week 6 at Green Bay,
They'll be Green Bay.
Sunday night.
I think they beat Green Bay.
I think they're going to beat Green Bay. I do.
I like Green Bay this year. They beat-
I don't think they're going down.
They're not gonna tie again.
40-40? Yeah.
They're not gonna tie again.
Green Bay's already they already take slightly up, but they don't have MBS. He's gone.
And they don't have Michael Parsons yet.
Oh, so he's I
He
should not.
might come back.
He might be back. We should be back for that game.
7.
I
If Michael Parsons is back there losing against Green Bay.
yeah.
All right, fine. So we'll kind of let us win. Week 7 against Philadelphia at Philly.
They're gonna lose.
They should be losing.
Monday night.
Oh, that's
They're gonna lose to Philly.
It probably
in Philly.
doesn't matter, and I'm not the guy that believes in these things. But historically, when they've played y'all worn those black jerseys, it's gone really bad for them.
There. So week 8, Arizona, win.
They're gonna
They don't
beat
know
Arizona.
where they at. Home.
Okay, that's a win.
Come on.
Home.
They're
Stop
gonna
it.
beat Arizona.
No. Because they dropped some games in Arizona. They dropped some. Didn't they lose to Arizona the last time they played?
Yeah.
They lost to Arizona.
I watched it.
Y'all can win. Okay.
Yeah, they're gonna beat Arizona.
You're not gonna say we should be paying attention to Arizona.
I'm not gonna lie and say we should, because that should.
What's the next game?
Get carried away.
Be the number 2 pick in the league.
They're losing that game. If Daniel Jones, yes, if Daniel Jones is, if they're going to, yes,
Yeah, that revenge is gonna be crazy.
It is. Because Daniel Jones has a hit list of people that he wants
the Colts have an entire hit list because their season was destroyed once he left.
Yeah, I mean, no, it's what it is. Then next week
They don't
versus
care
San
today, Joe.
Francisco at home.
They lose to Frisco.
Yeah.
It's not happening. It's not happening, bro.
Then at home versus Tennessee.
It's going to be a
I
shootout.
think
But they're going
you said they against Tennessee.
At home.
At home.
Yeah, they're gonna destroy Tennessee.
it's going to be a shootout. No, they're not going to destroy it.
It's
Destroy.
not gonna be
I
the
don't
shootout
know
with
about
Tennessee. Tennessee is
shootout.
trash. Tennessee is trash.
November. It's late November.
Oh,
It's late November.
The Thanksgiving game hasn't happened yet, right?
Thanksgiving game hasn't happened because that's against Philly at home. That is the next game.
Y'all might mess around and lose Thanksgiving.
That's fine too. I was like, bro, you want to ruin my Thanksgiving?
We ain't losing Thanksgiving.
No, I don't know, bro. It's against that. The historic Philly has not done well.
I hate to say it, but
Again,
Alex on Thanksgiving has actually been one of the best things for them.
It's like Kansas City.
Yeah,
they were just
Thanksgiving is kind of their Super Bowl.
Yeah.
But I'll give it to Dallas that
You're not
game.
making it to the actual Super Bowl, so that makes sense.
Y'all are funny.
Joe, you gotta listen.
I mean,
You ain't wrong.
even though they have a record of 35, 22, and 1, but if a Thanksgiving Day game, that's what I'm saying.
Like, I won't take anything from Dallas. Dallas is a Thanksgiving team. That is something.
Yeah, but unfortunately, they have at Seattle afterwards.
God.
It gets worse.
It gets better.
It gets worse.
It gets
They
better.
got a bye week the next week after.
Oh, then they gotta go home.
Then they have to in the loss. No. They got to start December on a loss to Seattle. Then have their bye week, which they lose anyway. That is a loss. Somehow, some way, they're gonna have a loss.
Yeah.
Then they come December 20th to face at LA versus the Rams.
That's a loss.
Then go to Jacksonville to face the Jaguars.
Unfortunately, that's a loss. Too.
And then end this season at home versus New York and away at Washington.
I'll say we'll split the season with them. I think they actually could lose in Washington Stadium. And is that Washington's last game in their stadium before they get the new one?
Should be.
Because if it is, then yeah, Washington's going to beat Seattle.
Should be. If they're really healthy, it's going to be that.
And Dallas does not do good in warm weather in winter. They don't.
Dallas,
That's not going to be warm. That's going to be a nice.
Dallas is as a
In Jacksonville?
Yeah.
Oh, in Jacksonville, that's going to be a warm house.
Dallas as a whole is not a team.
I guess they're not going to win 10 games then.
Yeah, I guess they're not.
Yeah.
We got to sell on that.
Yeah.
Hey, look, he's still cooking. He's still cooking. Hey,
You ain't the head chef. Thank you.
hey, he's sous chef right now. He's sous chef right now.
All right, we got to keep going with
On the buy and sell. The LA Lakers will make the Western Conference Finals.
Sell.
Wait, what?
The Lakers will make,
Angeles Lakers.
Sell.
will make the Western Conference Finals
Western Conference.
Wait,
Finals.
this season?
this season.
This season
No.
coming up.
So,
In the words of G. Buss's other siblings.
no.
Sell.
Hey, we gonna get on that.
Sell extremely fast.
Next, since y'all were so quick with it, Jaylen Brown's move to Philadelphia makes the 76ers legitimate championship contenders.
Well, yeah.
I'm gonna do the contrary with this. I'm actually gonna sell it.
I'm selling as well.
I'm buying it.
Just Jaylen Brown's move. Keep in mind,
I'm selling
Jaylen Brown's move to Philadelphia.
because I don't think it's James Brown.
I'm selling on it as well.
Selling it. And I'm sorry. I love him as a basketball mind, love him as a person. But to tell me that he's the reason they made the chip,
I'm selling.
no.
And I
You on the same wavelength.
have to sell because if we're talking about LeBron James after Jalen Brown, then that's a different story.
But you know what's funny? I actually don't even think it's LeBron. As great as I think he's going to make their team, I don't think it's LeBron's on-court play that does it. I think it's the actual, it's, and this is why I don't hate on LeBron, because for everything that he does on the court as a basketball player, his greatest asset like many others before him, is the way he views the game.
Yeah.
LeBron has the potential to actually coach them boys into a championship caliber team. And
That's
whether
true.
anybody wants to admit that or not, there's not many people who have ever played LeBron's position and been that cerebral of a basketball player. We've not seen it since Magic.
Here's my thing. And here's the question.
You gotta give that man credit. And I just don't think
Since you
Jaylen Brown
said
does
that,
that.
since you said that part, here's my question of the year.
Okay?
If LeBron this year, well, he has a 2-year deal. In the next 2 years that LeBron has, if he wins one championship within those 2 years, does that make him the undisputed GOAT? Because here's the thing. Here's the thing. We talk about, honestly, it's split between a lot of us about who the GOAT is. We talk about Jordan's 6 rings. We talk about Bill Russell's 11 rings.
We do.
We talk about Kobe's 5, for those that talk about it.
Yes, we do.
We talk about the longevity about LeBron and how he's able to win wherever he's gone. So then that would mean this would be the unprecedented 4th team that LeBron has won a championship for. And if I'm correct, and I might not be, y'all in the comment section check, I don't think any active player, past, present, or future, has ever won 4 championships for 4 different teams. For the NBA, that is absolutely unheard of. And I do believe if he wins it in Philadelphia, you have to acknowledge him.
I like how you tied that in. That's nice.
You see how that is?
It's real good. And I'm gonna be real with you. And I'm gonna be real with you. And I'm saying this as a Jordan stan. But I'll admit that I'm a stan for Michael Jordan. And as a diehard Kobe fan, we will have to give LeBron James the.
We will have to give him the highlight.
We'll have to. And the reason why we'll have to is because he did something that I don't think any of those other guys for him have done. He took a team that was nowhere close to playoff caliber and brought them to the promised land. Like, nowhere close. Like, I'm not saying Philly was the worst team in the NBA, but they were nowhere close to being the top. And to be able to, over a summer, manage to help level up VJ Edgecombe, help turn Tyrese Maxey into the dog that we all know he has the potential to be, to elevate Jaylen Brown's game, even though what they're going to do, because that's what people do, they're going to put an asterisk besides Jaylen Brown's name and be like, oh, he couldn't figure it out again without having a superstar. Because you know they're going to do that.
Yeah.
But the greatest project of it all is somehow coach that man, Joel Embiid, to having a healthy season. Now, I'm going to be real with you. The real victory is going to be if Joel Embiid stays healthy the whole season.
That is true.
If that is able to happen, that alone is going to have to put LeBron James, like him and Jordan will literally go from being equal to there being a 1A, 1B.
It might be, but like I said,
And I feel like I love Michael Jeffrey Jordan with all of my heart. But at the same time, if LeBron James can figure that out, hey, man.
but you gotta understand,
Well,
he's been able to perform at 40 plus.
And that's the other thing.
So I would say that he would give Embiid the tools, like his regimen, in order to stay healthy.
He could. I'm telling you, that's a real task right there. Because Joel Embiid might be on record one of the most fragile NBA players that the league has ever seen. Here's looking at you, Kevin Durant.
You gotta relax. Just gotta relax.
I told his mama that I would stop,
You should. You should.
Shout out to Katie's mama. You're the best of the best lady in the
She is. But we do that.
I'm so serious, bro. Joel Embiid's list of injuries throughout history has just been egregiously bad. And so if LeBron James and just his ethos, his method of work, the way that he attacks not just basketball, but being healthy and being a role model for better health, nah, man, he do that. You gotta give him his due, bro.
Like, that's why I said, like, honestly,
I don't know if it's arguable after that.
it's not. I don't think
that elevates.
I think we don't have an argument. And I just
be wrong if I'm wrong, but
I just looked it up. There are currently 4 players that have 3 championships with 3 different teams. Who? That list:
that's
John Sally,
okay. John Sally,
Pistons, Bulls, and Lakers.
legend,
Robert Horry, Raptors, Lakers, and Spurs.
legend.
Danny Green, that was a shocker. Spurs, Raptors, and Lakers.
Lakers.
That was a shocker for me because I didn't know.
That's a shocker. But shout out to Danny Green.
Shout out Danny Green. Hey, listen. And then, of course, LBJ.
Yeah.
So,
Man, you
each has like,
can we also talk about the fact that Robert Horry is actually one of the greatest people to ever play the game of basketball, and he never gets his just due. No.
Can you say he was the man against the Lakers? You can't. He got 7. But can you say he was the man on the Lakers?
No,
You can barely say he was the man on the Spurs.
he was a clutch.
But here's my question. Did he have to be the man to be as great as he was?
No,
No.
Because here's my thing. Does LeBron have to be the man in Philly? No.
Yes.
No, he doesn't.
Yes, he does. You want to know why? Here's why.
Okay.
Here's why. Because of his IQ.
So
Wait.
Everybody
Wait, time out.
outside of Jaylen Brown.
You say that he has to be the man. What do you mean by that?
Because I say IQ wise.
Does he have to be the top scorer?
The people that you have outside of Jaylen Brown,
okay.
you don't have people that have that has first of all finance experience,
Okay, I'll give you that. Finals experience.
and then they don't have that, like they don't have the IQ, like advanced level IQ out there. Like Jaylen Brown has it for sure. I don't think Jaylen Brown's IQ is up there. I don't think it's on par with LeBron, but I do think it's up there. He has a very high basketball IQ. So I think with Brown and James both there, that's going to give a wealth of knowledge so that they can understand defenses.
Okay.
And make the adjustments on the fly so that they can score more baskets. I think they'll be more proficient in their offensive efficiency because of those 2 players there.
Okay, so then let's play devil's advocate then. So then does that mean Joker needs to be the man every season for the Nuggets?
No, because Jamal Murray had to be that man. The Jamal Murray was the reason why they won. Because remember when they went, who did they lose to? They lost to somebody, and I forget who it was. And they lost to him because Jamal Murray wasn't there.
Well,
But when Murray was healthy,
I don't remember.
it was the West.
It's not
It might be Golden State.
I thought it was the Dubs.
I think it was Golden State. And it was because he wasn't healthy.
We sent the Nuggets home because Jamal Murray wasn't healthy.
So with him being fully healthy,
I just feel like saying, and I understand what you're saying. That was a great comparison. However, I just feel like the nucleus of guys that exist in Philly now, this actually, I think, is LeBron James' chance to be the most free. I don't think the championship has to fall on LeBron James' shoulders. Not as a player.
not as a player.
I feel like, is he going to be, I mean,
As a player, I feel like that
we all
belongs
frown
to.
on it. Like, he's going to be coach number 2.
Yeah.
But that's really what Philly needs.
I feel like as far as player-wise, the person that has to be the man is Jaylen Brown. We all know this because number one, that's why you left Boston.
That's why you left.
That is why you left. You gotta be the man.
But you know who I think is going to end up being the man? And it's just because of the way I think things are going to play out.
Joel.
Funny, I don't, though. I actually think it's going to be VJ. And the reason why I say this is because I think he has the most to gain out of this whole experience. Him and Tyrese Maxey. Tyrese Maxey because he's the better chance.
That's what I'm saying. It's a little early for BJ.
As far as BJ goes,
It's early.
but who else out of that draft do we want to see play? We need it. Besides that,
He's gonna have to though.
bro, when I tell you the anticipation for seeing that young man play, especially because the only other person we care about, maybe the boxer.
Yeah, definitely the boxer.
We don't care about seeing anybody else for real, for real. I really want to see BJ Edgecombe see if he can make the jump and be the guy who we all believe he is. Especially
early window though.
Philly's dynamic being them. I mean,
Look, if you rank it like who needs to be the man in Philly,
who needs to
it's just who needs to be the man.
Yeah.
You have Jalen Brown 1, you have Embiid 2, then Maxey 3,
then LeBron.
then LeBron. Like that's what I'm saying. Like it's
I'm not
way too early for BJ.
But I think, man, that if BJ in the conversation,
But if you're talking IQ-wise, I feel like that might be where he could shine at. Because then you got, if we're talking IQ-wise, then you have LeBron 1, Jalen Brown 2, and honestly, it could be 1A, 1B, and then BJ number 3. Because Embiid needs to focus more on playing
different tree.
exactly.
Was ready, but yeah, no. I could definitely see that. But we got to get back to our.
So that's
we got way too far off on the tangent. But Philly, I hope y'all can figure it out, man. It'd be crazy.
All right. So next on the list is the WNBA's current playoff race will produce a championship matchup that nobody predicted before the season.
By yourself,
By himself.
I'm buying.
Sorry, say that question again.
So the WNBA current playoff race will produce a championship matchup that nobody predicted before the season. Hold on, Mike, you out.
Thank you, weird stuff, bro.
I was gonna say I'm gonna sell that. I think it's gonna be more chalk than we think it is.
You think so? I would love to hear why you feel that way, sir.
Well, I do feel like there's a good array of talent that's spread through, but I do think that like the New York Liberty versus the Aces is a realistic matchup that can happen. I can see the Atlanta Dream making a run. I just don't think they're going to win it this year. But I can see a repeat of what happened last year, and not because of the talent disparity. There's a lot of talent in the league, but I just don't think that the other teams are as deep. Even though it comes to mind, but overall, I think that those two teams are going to be there, or it's going to be like the one team, the top one versus the top one, and the East versus the West. So I don't know that nobody's predicted that. Is what I'm saying.
I think I only slightly disagree with you because I get what you're saying. However, I do think there are, if we're talking about depth, I don't think we really talk about Minnesota like we should. The Lynx side, man. And I'm saying this as a Valkyries fan, which my Valkyries have a legitimate chance.
Well, Lynx and Valkyries are both in for the playoff berth.
Feel me, bro? But when I tell you, man, the doggone Minnesota Lynx, bro. And we said this off camera before, but I think there's a big possibility that we could have the first time ever in the WNBA, the Rookie of the Year also be the MVP. I think it's a very legitimate chance.
Yeah, and I'll be honest. I'm actually going to buy the fact that it might be somebody that you want to expect. Why? Because the WNBA, unlike the NBA, it's a season of runs. Which team is going to have the best momentum come the end of the season? Like, for example, the Lynx could be fine, but they could be potentially one injury short, knock on wood, of a player being out. Like, for example, Savali for the Liberty having that concussion. Yeah, she's had a concussion. She's been out indefinitely for a couple of weeks now, and it's affected the New York Liberty's play. Like Indiana Fever. aside from everybody having the Caleb Clark bias, their team is rolling right now. And Kelsey Mitchell is taking the lead as the forefront. I'm happy for her because Caleb Clark can finally be in her role as a playmaker rather than have to be a person. And I saw the game against Tempo. Kelsey was cooking.
29.
Cooking.
29.
Like run off 10 straight. They have an offense that can beat anybody. But
Kelsey Mitchell hit the meanest of jab sets and shot and then
Catching them.
and caught him in a three. And I said, good Lord.
like the aces are still the aces. I mean, Angel Wilson is going to be Angel Wilson. And their point guard, Gray, can't say enough about her and how she's just clutch in those final minutes.
And don't forget my battle.
And we can't forget the battle.
Don't forget the dream. Because here's the thing. I said this early on. I said Angel Reese might be the key to help the dream get over that hump. Right now, they're sitting second.
And she's the key for also the falling. If you watch the game against the Dream on Sunday, I mean, it was layups that she missed, point blank, that kept the team from winning. And I have been saying this ad nauseum since we've been doing this podcast, that while she is great at rebounding, it is her ineptitude in offense that's going to wind up costing the team's games.
I will say this too. A team that none of us are talking about enough, and I think it's disrespectful, is the Mystics.
The Mystics are there.
They are cooking.
They're cooking, but they're okay. Like
They're young.
They're
young.
Like you gotta understand. Like right now, they're four with they have their last 10 is 8 and they're 8-2 in their last 10. They're doing fine. They have a one. They just had a 1 week, and they're leading right now. So we're looking at like what I think if you top 4.
Yeah.
So right now,
Dallas Wings at it.
Dallas Wings, they are 4th as well. They're 4th in the Western Conference.
What about overall? Because
overall. Oh, they do overall.
Yes.
They do top 8, and they're sitting at 8.
And I think the thing about don't sleep on Dallas. I'm not going to say those words. I'm talking about the Dallas Wings. Let's just be that clear. Because Paige Beckers is still Paige Beckers. She gets buckets. And a team like that, they've had trouble during the season, but I think they have a chance to get it together once they have this little mini break and then they get back for the final couple of games. If they get it together at the right time, just imagine her and Enrique going crazy.
That might be great.
That's a 2. Oh, and having fun. You can't
I was about to say, let's not forget.
you can't forget those 3. If those 3 go off, I pity whoever's number 1.
Here's the thing. We're down to the last 8 to 10 games left. Dallas and the Mystics are both sitting at 20 wins apiece. The next 2 are the Portland Fire and the Chicago Sky.
They're not catching.
With 15, Portland has 15, and Chicago Sky has 13. And they're tied with the Phoenix Mercury right now.
They're not catching them to Dallas.
I think this is where the cutoff is. So like if we're talking playoffs,
today.
I think this is where the cutoff is. Like in the next 3 games, we'll see. Like if the Mystics and Dallas Wings both win 3 games apiece, that just ends it right there. Because keep in mind, Lynx have clinched, the Falcons have clinched, the Aces have clinched.
Yep.
And out of the Dream, Liberty, Mystic, and the Wings, Dream will probably clinch within the next 1 or 2. Liberty's going to clinch within the next 1.
All I'm telling y'all, man, is do not sleep on the Washington Mystics, boy.
Well, they're second right now.
All I'm saying is between Sonia Citron and my boo Kiki, you were balling.
I think the only team that might make a push to get there is the Mercury, because right now they're sitting 5-5 in the last 10. And their opposing points per game is sitting very good at 87.4. So they're playing good defense out there.
Yes, I agree. I'm saying
Everybody else is sitting above.
I'm being so serious when I say this. If I'm looking at the run for the Mystics can beat the tempo. They'll probably lose 2 links, but they can beat the Fire They can beat the Mercury, and they get the Mercury twice.
But the problem is, you have the Storm and the Sun that are both eliminated. They're playing for bragging rights at this point.
They're cooking the Sun, bro.
They're not cooking.
They're gonna cook the Sun.
They don't have anything to lose at this point. That's what I'm saying. They don't have anything to lose. So at this point, like, you gotta kind of like understand, like, when you get to those teams, they are dangerous.
Yeah,
they're
great for Brian.
Yeah.
And you get the trap game situation. All I'm saying is I've seen in person what Washington does when they don't not a team sleeping. But we do gotta continue to buy and sell, because I know
Yes, we do. All right. So buy or sell is the WNBA will have a new champion this season.
I'm actually gonna buy that.
I'm buying that.
Do I want the Aces to win again? Of course. I love seeing when
I love seeing dynasties.
I really do. There's nothing more beautiful than a team that can back. However, this is the first time in a very long time that the WNBA is so well balanced. Like, now granted, I'm gonna tell my age here. You talking about, like, I remember when the Silver Stars were like that, when the Comets were like that. You talk about, like, the WNBA at one point in time was so well balanced that you really had dogs all across the board. Then, as you know, it had a real stale season, you know. But this is the first time in a long time where there are teams on both sides of the field who really give you basketball at its finest. And even the teams that aren't top 8 right now, I'm not gonna lie, Tempo play good basketball, man. I'm not gonna lie, like the Sky and the Mercury and the Sun play bad basketball, because they don't. It's just that there has to be a team who wins, there has to be a team who loses. And as of lately, they've just not been the team. But yeah, just sidebars. But thus far, I really think there will be a new champion for Thor. I want it to be my Vouts ball for ball holler, but I'm gonna be real and say I will not be mad at all if Olivia Miles brings another chip to the doggone Minnesota Lynx, man. Hey, she might be my favorite WNBA basketball player right now, man.
If you talk about potential triple crown season as a rookie,
We ain't seen nothing like it in quite a long time, man. It's been a minute, bro. It's been a hot minute, but I'm so glad that she's in the league and she brings that competitive spirit and that edge to the league, man.
Well, I think that should
WNBA.
I think sometimes also I was hearing in the downstairs, the Aces sometimes have slow starts to games, and it'll catch up to them. Like, they get bored with certain matchups, and you, as a champion, you cannot get bored, because let a team catch up to you. Let a team actually stay in the game in the fourth quarter with like 4 minutes left. Now you scramble trying to figure out how to keep your lead. No, they would take that lead from you, but they've been benefited from Graves. Like I said, Graves' clutch performances. They benefited from it. And what was it? Just a fever they played, and it was just a bad matchup. Caitlin Clark against Asia Wilson. I mean, come on, Asia's strong. That was a bad matchup from the start. I don't know why she tried to go 1-on-1 with her. Be a playmaker and give it to your star. Give it to Gus Mitchell. But I just think that it's a new season in the WNBA. It's sticking to basketball on the court. I just think we have a new champion on the rise.
Mike, what you got?
I think that the Aces repeat. I take them over taking the field because I believe in Asia Wilson. I do think you guys brought up some great points in regards to the players that are making some moves right now. But one, I love the coaching that they have for the Aces. I think Becky Hammond's the coach for the Aces, right?
She got ejected today at the game. That they were playing the Dream. Um, Two, I don't think Asia Wilson's going to win the MVP this season. I could see the rookie winning it. That would be pretty interesting. Um, I think that in the playoffs, experience matters, and the Aces just have so much experience, and they also have a ton of talent. I think it's going to be difficult to beat them and eliminate them when it matters, especially if they're going against a team that's never been there before. It's kind of like when when that Oklahoma City Thunder team came in and played against LeBron and them. LeBron and them just had too much experience, you know? So I think any team that goes up against the Aces, especially if it's a newer team that's never been, I think that's what they're going to run into. So I got the Aces repeating.
All right. Well, the last two that I have by yourself. Number 9, Kevin Owens will become WWE champion before the end of 2026. I might sell that. And that's not even with his good return. That's not even because I hate Kevin Owens, but I just don't believe Triple H is gonna let him do it. You don't think I don't. I after the way he came back, he has came back to the league or back to WWE in almost a meteoric fashion. And it's not something that we're used to seeing. However, if there's anybody who's known to disturb a great ass fucking storyline, I'll take that quarter, by the way. I'll take that quarter, by the way. Then I'll tell you, there's nobody better at destroying a storyline than me. And matter of fact, I know one day we should actually make a list of people who have just taken a storyline and just shot it to HEW. I know one. But gosh, Triple H. No one that'll do it. He don't go there no more. Way to destroy the storyline. And I feel like this storyline is perfectly written for KO to be the champion. Why? Because, man, when I tell you this whole story is making me hate, and I mean hate CM Punk with a fashion. Oh, it is making me like, and I was so hurt because I was like, I finally started to like you, CM Punk. Yeah, my ex-wife got a picture with him. We started to be cool. Like, Chicago and, all the good stuff. But, like, CM Punk overnight made me, like, go from being like, he's cool to, yeah, if I seen him in the streets, I'd probably have to hit him with a people's elbow. Like immediately. Because you're a douchebag. And, and just carrying the energy with Kevin Owens as if this man hasn't done some nearly impossible stuff is crazy. But my issue ain't even with KO. I don't believe that they're willing to let that story go the distance because I feel like the 2-3 other stories that are going the distance are going to take precedent. I think Solo Sikoa versus the Bloodline is arguably some of the most entertaining, some of the greatest entertainment in wrestling we've seen in a long time. I don't know. I'm here for it. And can we say, boy, I've never been so excited to watch Monday Night Raw again. You and me. Oh boy. And he's just straight up this. I don't even watch SmackDown no more. The storyline is so solid in Raw now that I'm like, there's no point in me watching SmackDown. But like, Kevin Owens deserves the red carpet rollout, and he really does deserve to get not only the prime matches, and I'm not talking about no Saturday night, whatever. I'm talking about Sunday night main event, Kevin Owens versus CM Punk for the title. Needs to happen. But do I feel like WWE is going to give the people what they want? No, they are. They're not. Well, he did win number one contender, so technically they should. Doesn't that mean they have to? Yes. Okay, because I was about to say, this Mike, we've all been, and I've said this time and time again, if Mike skills are there, and we know KO has the Mike skills, Mike's skill chair. So then therefore that
that match should be there, but we'll see how this goes. Moving on, last one. WWE will have a completely different WrestleMania main event picture next year than most fans expect right now. Keep in mind,
Ooh, I don't know.
we had Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns defending.
Ooh, I don't know. Ooh, man, that's on the line. Shucks.
I would not have one of the predictable faces.
Completely different picture, which means we don't see Roman Reigns and we don't see Cody Rhodes. We don't see the bloodline.
That's where I draw the line. No pun intended.
That's where he draws the line. That's where the line gets drawn. Oh, it took all of what? An hour or some change?
I am going to sell.
That's what we're
So the blood, you said
A completely different picture.
But you know what? You know why I'm buying that? I'm gonna tell you why. For 2 words. Overwhelming.
I don't think him by himself is enough.
Really? You are like the third person I've heard say this.
But it's fact. Him by himself is not enough. For main event, we have 2 main events.
What does Overwhelming need to do in order to get the shot?
It's not what he
Here's my thing. They already said, okay, relinquish titles. Is he not?
I do.
Like, they're sending him up the rough side of the mountain, bro. Here's my thing. Who else is he gonna have to put through a table to prove that he, number one, deserves the chance, but number two, he really is like, yeah, and I mean like granted, and I'm predicting it early. Man, when over 50 turns heel. So when over 50 turns heel, the WWE is going to burn. There will be nothing left but over 50 standing over top of dead bodies.
Here's my thing that I have.
Rule out.
This is what I think.
Not real dead bodies, please.
Yeah, please. Here's my thing. I think Oba will change the championship landscape.
For sure.
For sure.
For sure.
But by himself,
You don't
keep in mind we have 2 main events.
You do. You do.
So who changes the other landscape? Who is going to be that person? Trick?
Yeah.
they don't, they
Um,
don't like tripping up for that.
who's the other
I
guy?
don't know if I think it's because they don't like him. I'm really starting to believe, and I heard
They not pulling the triple threat down.
I was about to say I heard Shawn Michaels and people around him mention it, but they actually love Trick Williams, but they want Trick Williams to level up. And so, like over Philly, they're trying to
get Penta to level up too. Because they love Penta. They love Penta.
But I'm like, it's a level about Penta.
I get it. But do you think Penta is ready, number one? First of all, do you think he has the mic skills that's elevated and needed for a world championship?
My skills now.
Then secondly, do you
The
think
problem is that
he has the aura to carry a world championship? Intercontinental, sure.
now, or
Tag team championship, sure. Do you think he can hold the world heavyweight championship or the undisputed championship and hold that aura, hold that prestige? They gonna do that man like Sami Zayn.
I can't lie and say yeah. I can't lie and say, and I love Penta. Like, I absolutely love Penta. I just don't think he's ready for that light yet. And I feel like that might be the issue with Trick. But that's what all the wrestling gods and the people who are who's who, they feel that same way about Old Philly. They feel like the last guy I heard, I don't remember. It might have been one of the Dudley boys. I'm not sure. But somebody I was listening to for commentary said that Philly is not hit the 100 yet. And right now he's about at like the 70 or 80.
But Oba's not there because of mic skills.
But I feel like his mic skills
It's getting there. It's getting there.
to keep because
He can hold
you. That
If they give that man the title now,
Right.
he can hold. He has to work and enough.
The whole segment with Braun Breaker is making the rounds. Bro, I was literally just on Facebook.
I seen it too.
Was not looking for any wrestling content. Overfilming has popped up on my algorithm at minimum just today. On Tuesday, he has popped up at minimum 7 times. Having that conversation with Braun Breaker. Because Braun Breaker moving like a little old. But whatever.
It is what it is.
It is what it is.
All right. Well, we got to move on real quick. Buy and sell is now over with. We are moving on to our new topic. The EPL, European Premier League.
European Premier League.
So, new season, new money. So, the Premier League is back. And while the title race hasn't even started, the business of English football is already making headlines. Liverpool is now entering a new era under Andoni Iraola after finishing 5th last season. And now they have a billionaire in the ownership group. Jeff Bezos and a consortium has agreed to a minority stake with Liverpool with a roughly 1.65 billion pound stake. So tonight, we are asking, what does Bezos' arrival actually mean for Liverpool and the Premier League? Is this about winning trophies, expanding the global brand, or both? Let's talk EPL, people. So, for those that don't know, and I actually brought notes for this.
Yes.
So, here's the thing. Of course, it's a consortium. The stake is described about around 30%, with the reports sitting at figure closer to 38, so more closer to 40%.
It's supposed to be in favor of Bezos having a little bit of juice.
Yeah. Of course, FSG is still the majority owner and retains the operational control. And Bezos himself is not expected to have a board seat.
Wow.
He is the lead investor in the consortium, though. But also, Facebook's co-founder, Eduardo Saverin, is part of that investment group as well. So, now, here's the thing. Again, are we talking about expanding the brand, winning titles? What are we talking about with this new deal? And this is something that we talked about offline, in which my stance was, I believe that this is their way to involve Amazon into into getting those rights. Now, offline, we have another brother, his name is Scribe. He said that that's not going to work because of how the branding and the publishing is done. They have plenty of streaming deals throughout. So, what do you guys think?
So, I guess my question is, what does this mean now for the two major American players? Because for those who don't know, in order to watch Premier League, normally you need to watch one of these games on, I want to say it's USA, or either it's NBC. The last I checked, and I'm saying this, as a little Liverpool fan, shout out to the Reds. You'll never walk alone. We stand united. But
you can watch them currently through live on NBC television channel, NBC and USA Network, or you can stream them via Peacock and other live TV streaming services like YouTube TV or Direct TV Stream.
Which a lot of that streaming power still heavily flows through NBC Universal. So, okay. So as a Liverpool fan, all I can tell you is what I hope for. But I also have to be a realist, right? So as a Liverpool fan, what I hope this means is that there's more exposure for the team. I hope this means now that we have a chance to really expand the brand. Because granted, I found Liverpool through a foreign exchange trip and then actually taking the chance to go to Anfield. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if I would have ever found them outside of that. Though I will say, though he's not like my number one red, I'm a huge Mohamed Salah fan. And what he brings and brought to the team is otherworldly. But the thing I'm trying to understand is if Jeff Bezos is putting his name in the bucket, is he the name that most people worldwide recognize? Because if so, do I feel like he's the man in America? Oh, without a doubt. No, Bezos, for sure. He's a depth. But I don't know if they look at him how we look at Jeff Bezos. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if he's the guy that we automatically if they automatically assume like, we think rich, we think millionaire, we think insane amounts of dollars that they think Bezos.
I mean, anybody that's able to give their ex-wife billions of dollars.
Yeah.
Billions, not millions. Billions.
And shout out to them because they donated to our illustrious university.
So anybody who's able to get that and he still have billions to spend,
he's different.
He's a little different. I think he's a little different. I don't think the Europeans hold him to such a high regard like the Americans do. But you gotta hold him to some regard.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
that's the other part of that question. I don't really think it's the best investment for the team. I think it's more about putting money in the pockets of the ownership, man. And that's disappointing. But what my brother says.
so let me chime in on this. As a new Arsenal fan, I actually have an opinion now. So,
Oh my God, Arsenal.
I picked the official English Premier League team. So I'm officially an Arsenal fan. This is probably as of today. So it's not gonna change though. It's set in stone. I did the research. Okay, I can actually understand what's going on now. So I'm less confused. But anyway, I think that it's actually good to have the exposure from Amazon for the sport of soccer. Yes, they already have 650 million viewers, but for it to spread to the U.S. the way that FIFA did, and the way that the World Cup did, and the way that the Olympics does, I think that it's just a huge advantage to be able to have cross exposure, especially from such a globalized brand. We have to think that Amazon, yeah, they have a market share in regards to like shipping goods and services, right? But now they also have a market share in regards to the TV rights because there's an Amazon uh, Prime is out there. That's part of it, right? So now they can have not only media rights, but they can also have cross promotion rights, and they can also have ways to expose it. Now, the negative part is that I do think that's going to cost the consumers more. I think that's going to cost the watchers of it, the people that have been fans for years, like y'all. I'm a new fan, so I'm just new to the space. But I do think it's going to cost. It's going to raise the cost of goods as a result. You know, so I think it's a process to so I think it's a process to have to deal with that adjustment cycle. And I think that overall, though, I think it's going to benefit the game.
I'm hoping so, man.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
Gosh,
We'll see what happens.
I'm also hoping it doesn't skyrocket the price of their kit. Because that new kit,
Don't forget that. Don't forget that. The price will go up, but I don't think it'll skyrocket. But we're gonna cover more about the EPL, so please make sure for my soccer fans, my football fans, please make sure you guys are locking in. We're gonna cover much more about this as the EPL opens up. And as always, we're not as there, but hey, hit us up in the comment section. We're all for the enlightenment. We're all for the knowledge. So please hit us up in the comment section about it. Now, we're going to move on to our final topic and our signature topic. It is called Mount Rushmore or Bust. Last episode, we had Jordan cooking last episode on Mount Rushmore or Bust. And honestly, you've been cooking ever since. So I'm gotta give you your shout and give you your props for you doing right. What has he not been cooking? I can't.
Well, other than that George Pickens CD Lamb take, but yeah.
I mean, everybody's bound for one that take. Everybody's bound for one. But outside of that, man's been cooking. So we're gonna let him live with that. But outside of that, first things first, one of the fellas is gonna undergo the pressure of creating a Mount Rushmore on the topic. Actually, who do we have that's gonna volunteer for it?
Wait. What's the topic?
The topic is the greatest athletes under pressure
Ever?
ever. To clarify, who are the 4 athletes you trust the most when everything is on the line?
I'm gonna let Marv lead off.
You know what's crazy? My notes had Marvin lead this.
Yeah.
You know,
I don't think he was here last week to do this. So go ahead, Marv.
Man, oh man.
You get all the pressure on the no pressure situation.
So keep in mind, you got to make the Mount
I
Rushmore.
gotta be honest, it's actually not as hard as I feel like it is. But that's because I live for those type of moments. This is actually my forte.
Well, then shooters got to shoot.
But hey, shooters don't shoot. And since we're talking about shooters, I'm starting with Steph Curry. Let's not play ourselves here. Let's not even pretend as if it's all on the line and we don't trust him. But that's my own personal thing, is what it is. I don't even care if y'all hate it. I'm staying 10 minutes on Steph Curry, you know, that rushing. That's one. Two, because I'm going to a different sport. Crazy enough, I feel like if I want a quarterback to perform under pressure and to show us that he's like really, really like that, I think I might go Peyton Manning.
Ooh,
I might go Peyton Manning.
I can't wait. I got to take for y'all. You go.
Over Brady?
It was between him or Tom Brady.
Or and over Montana as well? I'm
I
sorry.
got a question for you, Mike. I don't want to wait on you.
I just personally, I'm speaking to what I've seen. I think they are the 2 quarterbacks that I've seen be under pressure and perform flawlessly. I think that's 1A and 1B. I think they're interchangeable.
I don't think he's lying there.
Who's a more clutch quarterback than the both of them, bro?
Let me ask my question. Because here's the thing that we got to understand. Because Mike did say in a previous episode, he said that Peyton Manning was one Tom Brady away from being the greatest quarterback of all time.
Because he's the only quarterback to destroy that man.
So here's the question of the year. If Peyton Manning and Tom Brady switch careers.
Oh, Jesus.
Like, wait. Switch careers or switch teams?
Switch careers, they switch teams. Peyton Manning went to New England.
New England?
Tom Brady went to the Colts.
Nah.
How do you think that plays out? Because my thing is, I said Peyton Manning wins 10 rings.
And he does win 10 rings.
I say
I don't think he wins. I don't think he wins 10 rings. I think he wins 4 rings. I think he wins less rings. And this is why I say that, because the team around Peyton wasn't necessarily the problem. If you look, he had better receivers than Tom Brady had. He had Reggie Wayne. He was throwing to Marvin Harrison. He had a better running game, right? So it wasn't an offensive structure. It was the defensive structure that got it. And then it was also the coaching, which is why the switch makes sense. But the thing is that if you switch careers, he still would have ran into Tom Brady, who now gets to throw the ball to Marvin Harrison, who now gets to throw the ball to Reggie Wayne, who now has Joseph Adai in the backfield, who now has Bob Sanders as a defender, who now has Dwight Freeney.
But his defense is not up there. You have to. Peyton Manning now has the greatest defensive coach in history. And here's my take on it. Because Peyton Manning was no slob. Peyton Manning demanded his job. He demanded excellence. Tom Brady might give you a glare on the sidelines, but Peyton was benching people and cussing folks out. He was benching folks. You got an off-start, bro, you won't play in the rest of the game. Peyton Manning deserved, demanded and required excellence. So that's why I say, honestly, if you had Belichick, who was already hard on his players enough, right? And Peyton Manning, who was extra hard on his players. Like, I don't know.
I'm sorry.
And then you get Peyton Manning, one of the greatest wide receivers in Randy Moss.
In Peyton Manning to Randy
I'm sorry.
is at minimum 4 rings on its own.
I think 2. I'm guaranteed 2.
Yeah.
I just don't think he would have won
I may
10.
drop down to
10,
3, bro. I'm sorry.
10 is too many.
Bro, Randy Moss is arguably the greatest guy to ever catch a football. You can put him in whatever.
Nah, I got second top. I got second.
He's behind Jerry Rice.
Like actually catching the ball,
and I actually agree on that. But I, you know what? No, because I'm not going to disrespect Jerry Rice like this.
You can't disrespect Jerry Rice. Jerry Rice is the GOAT.
Bro, the thought process of, first of all, the England offensive line clearing space for Peyton Manning to get the ball to multiple almost cuss the game. To get to doggone.
It's 10 rings. I keep trying to say, it's 10 rings.
I don't think it's 10. 10 is too many. He still would have ran into Drew Brees. He still would have ran into Phillip Rivers. He still would have ran into Big Ben. He still would have ran into Brady, who still would have been in the division.
No. Tom Brady runs into Drew Brees. Keep in mind, Tom Brady runs into Drew Brees.
Swat them boys, man.
And Tom Brady would have actually dissected that.
And let's be real. Tom Brady would have definitely did the same thing to that. Drew Brees did that to a dirty red sack guy. But it's Tom Brady. Oh my gosh.
And then that would also mean that Brady would have gone to the Broncos. Brady would have definitely won multiple rings with the Broncos.
Bro, Brady to the Broncos. I got chills. Oh, Jesus.
Brady to the Broncos, he would have won multiple with Von Miller on that defense. He would have won multiple rings with the Broncos.
But then the question is, who becomes undefeated first? Peyton Manning with Randy Moss or Tom Brady on that Broncos defensive team?
I might actually go Tom Brady and Broncos.
On that defense was wild.
Because keep in mind, you have Demaryius Thomas, Wes Welker. It gets bad from there.
And
they had Emmanuel Sanders.
Even though he might not have been the greatest of the head coaches, Vance, as the DC, my Lord, today, bruh, as a team, man.
I still feel like it might be 10.
But you know what?
I feel like it might be 10.
And maybe this argument just makes me decide to, instead of 1A, 1B, Hayden and Tom, maybe that makes me go Tom. But I feel like they got a new bro. Like, we've not seen anything like it.
I think,
like, in our history.
I feel like, honestly,
we're talking
is the clutcher quarterback versus Tom Brady. Because keep in mind, he got benefited by having the greatest defensive-minded coach in NFL history, period. Period, point blank.
And you can't, and I hate to say it, but the same way that you can't separate Shaq and Kobe. You can't separate the two guys.
All I know is if you switch your career, there should be like a Madden exercise that y'all do and probably record it. But like, I think that what would happen is that Peyton would have won 4 rings. I don't think 10 at all. I think he would have won 4 rings because he would have ran into Brady, and Brady would have probably won 5 rings. He would have won less than the 7 that he did, but he would have won 5 rings. So I think there's been a 2-ring disparity there. And then somebody that wouldn't have got a ring, Big Ben might not have got the 2nd ring, right? Or Drew Brees would have definitely still won that Hurricane Katrina year.
I wasn't about to say. Now I don't think Drew Brees gets his ring.
I think he does because Drew Brees that year that they played the Hurricane Katrina year, there was a destined for them to win that. They were playing in New Orleans. Like it was happening.
Here's my thing.
I can see that.
Look at the comparison between defenses. I'm gonna give from 2001 to 2009. 2001. Let's do something fair. 2001 to 2015 for both quarterbacks. So 2001, Patriots were 6th in defense. You know what Peyton was? It was 29. 2002, Patriots is 17. You know what Colts were? 20. Keep in mind, they went back to back and 1-2. No, did they go 1-2? They went back to back. No, it was 2002. They went to the Super Bowl,
Right.
and they went 17. Yeah, 2003. That Patriots team was first versus the Colts being 20 again. 2004, the Patriots were second versus the Colts 19. 2005, they were 17 versus the Colts second. 2006, the Colts were 23rd or 25th. They got them. They got two of them. The Patriots were. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, 2005 and 17. 2006, the Patriots were second, and the Colts were 23rd. 2007, they were fourth. The Colts were 13th. 2008, the Patriots were 8th. The Colts were 11th. We can keep going on and on and on, but Peyton Manning had 1, 2, 3 times that they were in the top 10 in defense. And his 3 times were first, second, and second. And of course, he won when he was first. And he also won it when they were 11, because that was that 2008 season against the Bears. Tom Brady had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 times. Oh, wait, sorry. I gotta go 15. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. From 2001 to 2015, 11 versus 3. And you tell me the man would have won 10 titles? It's a stretch. I get it's a stretch. I get that. I can see this a stretch.
I don't think 10. Again, I think 4. I think you bring up good points, but I don't think.
So I guess, dang, I guess, is it just my.
You're not by yourself.
All right, so cool. Everybody's making their own Mount Rushmore. We gotta.
Oh, yeah, it's just yours. It's just yours.
Yeah, I'm sorry, bro. I gotta go share it. Man. I got to. That clutch factor is insane.
You got 2 more.
I'm trying to think. What is a moment that's really sports wise that was just so insanely clutch that like no one would can deny it?
I got a couple that come to mind already.
I'm trying to think. You know what? I might go women, and I might go sport that we don't even normally cover. I say
Joey Chestnut.
Shut up. Yeah, go find a corner, Mike. Go find a corner.
he's drunk.
It's not actually a bad take, though.
Yeah, we're talking about me. Joey Chestnut, sir?
You're wild.
Okay.
I'm bothered with that because of ESPN. I know who that is. I'm bothered because, yeah, I'm not even gonna go there. So I'm just.
The Glizzy Guzzler.
This man's
Just leave that man alone. Leave him alone. He's punched on. Too many. That's the face.
That officially takes over my phrase team. So thank you.
I feel like if we're not now, granted, because we're talking clutch, we're not necessarily talking championship. But we can't deny what he does. I hate this because the internet's going to think, I chose that guy again. But there is an insane clutch factor with LeBron James.
I was going to say, if you didn't put that man up there, if you didn't put that man up
I
there.
wasn't gonna put LeBron up there. The funny part, I wasn't gonna put him up there.
And crazy part about, well, I'm being honest. And I'll be more specific. Miami Heat, LeBron James.
That was clutch. I'm sorry, you can't deny it. Even the Cavaliers.
And I was about to say, Cavaliers, LeBron James. There was a clutch factor involved that was just it's unearthly. But I think if I decide, if dang, I feel like I really want to go to every sport. You know who's actually pretty touched in the sport that we don't talk about, and I actually might round off.
If you round it off with this guy, I promise you, I'm gonna cry. You gonna say who I think? I hope say.
I'm between two sports, right? So I would say Serena Williams' clutch is
Absolutely.
damn insane.
Mm-hmm.
And then Michael Phelps.
But I was crazy enough also thinking Michael Phelps. Only because, hey man, we don't even talk about swimming, but let's call a spade a spade. Who in the world is even doing half of what he's done out of pool?
Nobody.
Same boat would come to mind too. Clutch.
Which, man, but then I would have to, you know what I'm saying? But I think I've really got to give it to Serena. And I'm going to tell you why. Because at the end of the day, multiple lists of the greatest athlete of all time have literally come down to Tom Brady, Michael Jordan, and Serena Williams.
There's one of my name you forgot, but I'm gonna let you live on that.
And I mean, I'm biased, so I always like to say Kobe, but I mean,
No. That's not the one.
and of course, you know, we always got involved Michael Phelps because of what he does.
That's not who I want.
I want to see where you're going with this. Are you going to football with it?
Nope.
The basketball guy?
Nope.
Oh man, wait. What sport?
Gone.
Oh yeah. And you know what? Man, I might have to remove my
Eldred.
I have to remove my
Tiger Woods.
my beloved Stephen Curry. Because what I can't deny is the greatness that Tiger Woods is.
You gotta understand, this man I think he tore his ACL
Yeah.
on a playoff round and won that joint.
So I think it has to be Tiger Woods, Peyton Manning, Serena Williams. And then I'll round it with because I feel like clutch striker.
John Jones needs to be in that conversation.
John Jones definitely can't be.
John Jones can definitely be in the conversation. So can my girl Jackie Joyner Kersey. So can my girl Allison Felix.
That's true.
Wow. And shoot, even though people don't like to give her due, Sha'Carri Washington?
You talking about Sha'Carri
Richardson.
Where did you say?
Yeah.
I was going to
Heck, what's that gymnast
say,
name? Y'all know who I'm talking about.
I have seen her races, and she has come from behind in the majority of them and won. And it's like the final stride. She
But I
said
can't
can't put it.
But I can't try to sing boat either, bro. Like,
What's the
No, I have a question because we're going on
I feel like it's such a.
Now, are we talking about just clutch performances all time?
All time. What are 4 athletes you trust when everything is on the line? All right. I'm not going to go Max Kellerman and go Andre Iguodala, but I will go in a similar platform.
I really want to understand.
I'm not. I was ready to fight. I was ready to fight, bro. I was ready to fight. I was ready with you. I was ready to
But you got so much vitriol from my Warriors.
I don't.
But half y'all teams couldn't beat the Dub.
No, I don't. I'm not going at the Warriors, but this person I'm going to talk about is in basketball, but he has been notorious for having a clutch shot in every single team he's been on. He may not be the guy, but he is a guy that you can count on. Seven ring winner, Wagner Bahari. Clutch person. Every single team he's been on. The Rockets, the Lakers, and the Spurs.
I'm not mad at that.
When Tim Duncan was out of the back in spot, Robert Winfrey was that guy. With a torn, like an extended shoulder, a rotator cuff, he brought that team to beat the Pistons. That 2000s Pistons, when in the Rockets, or a slasher. But
Wait. Before we go further on your Rock Rushmore, do we have mine?
I have Woods, Manning, James, and Williams.
oh, so I have to do 4. Okay.
I'm actually
It's just
Sure.
them.
I'm gonna be the guy. I'm gonna be the guy, and I don't care. Replace James with Michael Phelps. I had to think about it some more.
I can let you live
I
with
can't
this.
disrespect that, man.
I can let you live with this list. If this is your list, I can live with it.
That's my list.
Okay.
You go.
So these are going to be names that you probably wouldn't think about, but just listen to them and think about every single time they were asked to deliver. Like the postman every day. Robert Horry is one.
Okay, right.
I'm going on football. I can stand this guy when I was younger because every single time during the championship game he was asked to put the field goal in, he did it. Adam Vinatieri. Shut up.
Vinatieri's a good one though. That's a good pick.
Shut up. Adam Vinatieri.
Adam Vinatieri.
Now,
Shout out to Adam Vinatieri. That man's good.
now,
And he made the Hall too.
Hall of Fame. Where the can?
now, he's a clutch person, but also he's your worst enemy when it comes to clutch. As many good players as he's made, he's had equally horrible ones. These ain't gonna be at left field, but just work with me. Stay with me now.
You still cooking so far.
Brett Favre. He's
What?
had
As
his
a clutch
greatest-
gene?
He's had his greatest throws. Even though he's had those bad ones, he's had as equally good ones. He's not the best, but when it comes to a person you need, I would still count.
I actually definitely.
No,
I'm gonna be the guy. I'm gonna be the very difficult person. And I'm gonna say you have to designate which Brett Favre is speaking of.
Which one? Green Bay? I
He
mean,
didn't just play for Green Bay, so.
no.
I mean, he was actually a with Green Bay.
Yeah.
Yes,
We didn't break back.
I'm gonna disagree.
And then, I was about to say,
I'm gonna disagree. If we're saying Green Bay, Brett Favre, Aaron Rodgers takes over.
I was just about
I'm
to
sorry.
bring up.
The two matches against Arizona, which he should have lost.
Should have lost.
He took both. He did lose them. He did lose them. But he put them in overtime with two improbable Hail Marys. Yeah.
but the
Oh, he did. And for the record, he did not aim the ball very well.
It was not those.
Those Hail Mary.
Oh, first of all, the other Richard Rodgers had a fantastic. Yeah, Richard Rodgers had a fantastic catch against Detroit Lions. That was a very classic game, and I watched that one.
the Arizona one was
The Arizona one, but Jeff James, Rodgers went up and caught that joint. That was not Aaron Rodgers.
Along with the Buffalo Wild Wings in Norfolk, I was there watching the game. I lost my mind because there was no way people thought they were going to even be close to tying that game. And he threw 2. I mean, I can see where Aaron Rodgers, you can defend that, of course. But I'm thinking Brett Favre because there were more games he won rather than Aaron Rodgers. He got them a chance to try to win the game, but he didn't win the game. But I understand where it could be debated. I understand where it can be
I
debated.
want to hear what the rest of your list goes.
Oh, we got one more.
Let's just say basketball for all intents and purposes.
Passes didn't mention an Eagle.
There's no Eagles that's up there.
You gonna put Jalen Hurts in the most clutch ever?
Everything online? No. If we're saying
Silence.
if we're saying like dominance, silence out there. But
Now,
You gonna put McNabb in there?
if we're going basketball, wait a minute. Pardon me, Black Mama. Why did I disrespect you?
I didn't say.
What?
Because he's the only other
the only person you can put up there.
The only person that I would count on.
So, Mike, just out of the interest of it, what do you think yours would have been?
Simone Biles.
Okay, he's going.
Okay. Well, I will let you go. Okay, I'll let you go.
Jordan. Just because of what he did in the finals.
Wait, the same Michael Jordan said, no. We're not going to do this.
The same one that's overrated. Yes, that one.
So, a couple of weeks ago, said person said that Michael Jordan was what? Overrated. He said
I
that.
agree with that. Now, both things can be true. He
did.
can be
That's
extremely
right.
clutch,
Right.
and he can also be overrated because he was extremely clutch against subpar competition. If you look against who he was playing, especially specifically in the finals, then it'll tell you that I was accurate.
I'm here for the call. I'm here rewriting history.
You can also look at him leading the league in scoring, but also leading the league in shot attempts.
I'm here for the cause. I'm in support of the cause.
But from a clutch perspective,
I could not get that beat my takes for the rest of the month based
From
on
a-
what he did.
from a clutch perspective, though, he's definitely was clutch. Then it's gonna be for me. It's gonna be Sugar Ray Robinson.
Okay.
He had, I think, he had a streak of winning. Like I think he won like 125 fights in a row, or 150 fights in a row, or something crazy like that. Um, and then honestly, I would have put fourth there is gonna be Mariano Rivera.
I'm still stuck on this Sugar Ray one. Yeah, I'm still stuck on that, bro.
Sugar Ray Robinson? Did you not see his stats?
Over Ali, because he reminded they had the
Yes, he had more wins than Ali.
Title, right? They stripped his title, and he had to fight his way back and get that title back.
That's
and
fine.
I think they stripped him because he didn't want to serve in Vietnam.
That's true.
So they stripped him his title because.
But he also lost after that.
I mean, yeah. I mean, eventually you had to lose. Just like Sugar Ray lost.
You know, Sugar Ray, not Sugar Ray Leonard, Sugar Ray Robinson. So Sugar Ray Robinson had 201 fights. He won 174 of them. He had 109 knockouts. He started his amateur career 85-0 with 69 knockouts. At his absolute peak, he had a run of 128 wins, 1 loss, and 2 draws. He put together a famous 91 fight unbeaten streak. 91 fights, he was unbeaten. He also held the world title 5 times and held the world welterweight title for 5 years and won the world middleweight title 5 times. If you win 91 in a row in boxing, I'm sorry, but that makes you more clutch. Ali never won 91 in a row. In fact, that's a record that to this day stands. That's better than what Mayweather did. I think Mayweather went 52-0. My man went 91 wins in a row. I'm just saying, that's clutch.
Yeah. I guess I could let you live on it.
I think the only reason I have to let you live is just because the commentary from both of them, they won't choose. Because the issue is they both were in 2 different weight divisions.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
And that's where we'll always get the mix up. It'll be apples and oranges.
Yeah. Well, as far as Marge, fellas, do y'all think his Mount Rushmore is lit, or is he busted on this? Keep in mind, Marge was Tiger Woods, Peyton, and Michael Phelps and Serena Williams.
No, he did great. Those are great.
Yeah, I was about to make sure. I just want to make sure.
I challenge us all to have better command of the English language. That's all.
Shut up. That's Lord. All right. Well, that's our whistle for today, but the game never really ends. Thank you for spending your time with us, sharing opinions, passion, and a love for sports that goes beyond the scoreboard.
Yes, sir.
Huge thank you to our 295 subscribers. We appreciate every single one of you rocking with us. Nice. And we're still on the road to 500 subscribers. If you like what you heard, subscribe, follow, and join the conversation. This week's Crash King post will be in by 12 p.m. today, so make sure you're looking out for it. Until next time, stay competitive, stay curious, and keep loving the game. This is Squad Sportcast. We'll see you all on the next play. God, why do you have 2 phones? You gotta call it out.
One to record.
One for the